The American people are smart. They like this idea that you get to set goals in this country and go chase them down and do good things for you and your family. That's the American dream. They like that, and they're going to support President Trump.
Congressman Jim Jordan there at the annual Conservative Political Action Conference just a bit earlier this morning, highlighting the importance of American freedom amid a lurch towards socialism in the Democratic Party. Our next guest will be speaking at CPAC in an hour. Ronna McDaniel, Chairwoman of the RNC. Welcome to America's Newsroom. Thank you for stopping in. Before you go give the big speech there this morning, Ronna, what are you going to tell the audience there?
Well, I think we need to share with the audience that this election is going to be a fundamental choice about what path we want our country to go on. The path of individual freedom, of liberty, of entrepreneurship, of innovation, the American dream, or a socialist path that Democrats are trying to take us down, where government takes over your health care, your education. They make all these promises. They say it's free. The problem is it's not free. It's going to cost every American. We've crunched the numbers. $93 trillion is the cost of AOC's Green New Deal. That would be $600,000 per household. It is just untenable, and it's going to be a very clear choice for voters. But we have to educate people of the pitfalls of socialism, because the Democrat Party is embracing it. It sounds great, but look underneath the hood. There's a lot of problems there.
You mentioned the Green New Deal. Here is Nancy Pelosi on that.
The other side will say it's about a job loser. It isn't. It's about jobs, 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 jobs. It's a health issue, a public health issue, clean air, clean water. It is a defense issue. We all know we have a moral responsibility to pass the planet on in the healthiest way possible to the next generation.
Ronna, with so many on the left embracing the Green New Deal, what is the message this morning at CPAC on that?
Well, we do have to educate this next generation of young voters who are on college campuses, and so many of them come to CPAC. They have to get out and talk to their peers. The Green New Deal is a path to bankruptcy for our country. You know, Margaret Thatcher famously said, socialism's great until you run out of other people's money. We look at Venezuela, where 90% of the people now are living beneath the poverty line. They can't get basic food at the grocery store. They're eating dog food and cat food. I mean, it is a huge shift in the way our country functions. It will take away the American dream, the innovation that so many of these young kids are striving for as they go to college and setting their lives up to achieve. And Democrats are not being truthful about the cost and what it will mean long term for our country. And they're selling this, oh, it's free, everything's free. It's a total bait and switch. So as the Republicans, we have an education job to do, because we want to make sure that people know what they're voting for this in November of 2020.
Very interesting. And meanwhile, the president has reacted now to the House passing this resolution to block the president's emergency declaration to fund the border wall. Here is his response to that.
I think that really it's a very dangerous thing for people to be voting against border security for anybody, including Republicans. I really think that Republicans that vote against border security and the wall, I think, you know, I've been okay at predicting things. I think they put themselves at great jeopardy.
Really, with a warning to members of his own party there, Ronna.
Well, I think it's a warning to every American. We have a huge crisis at our border, and it's disconcerting to see Republicans and Democrats not listening to the experts on the front lines. Listen, we had the Border Patrol head just testify. We have a crisis at our border. We have 2,000 people trying to cross illegally every day. We have a backlog of 800,000 cases in this country. People are looking at America as a magnet. They're coming here in droves because we have not solved our immigration issue. And it's up to these leaders to do that. Now, I would say to any Republican or Democrat, you better vote educated and make sure you're talking to the ICE agents and the CBP and the head of Border Patrol. This is a humanitarian issue, and the president is driving this issue because he's listening to the experts on the front lines.
Well, meanwhile, I know there's going to be a lot of talk about the growing and lengthy list already of Democrats running for president at CPAC this morning. Ronna, add potentially Beto O'Rourke to the list, because he said this to the Dallas Morning News: Amy and I have made a decision, his wife, about how we can best serve our country. We are excited to share it with everyone soon. So not an official announcement, but he's certainly hinting that that will be coming soon. What is the reaction to that, finally, Ronna?
Well, I think it's fascinating that Democrats are getting so excited about Beto O'Rourke, whose greatest accomplishment is that he lost. He lost a Senate race in Texas. He's done nothing in Congress. So this is going to be their champion in 2020. The field is weak. They're embracing the Green New Deal, which is a catastrophe for our country, for our economy. It will stop job growth and wage growth, which we're seeing under President Trump. So go ahead, Beto, get in, join this very dismal field. We're going to beat you in 2020.
Well, pretty soon we might have to move that picture on over to the other side of the screen there. Ronna McDaniel, I know you're speaking in just a short time from now. Thank you for your time ahead of that this morning.
Thanks for having me.